What's up guys, welcome back to HCF Academy here, and today we'll be going through prime factors, highest common factors and lowest common multiples. By the end of today's lesson, we want to understand what prime factors are and how to use your calculator to solve them in exams, what your highest common factor and your lowest common multiple is, and how to draw Venn diagrams to solve them in exams. Prime factors are factors of a number which are prime, a number that has exactly two factors, one and the number itself. There are many methods to find the prime factor of a number, but one of the most common and easy methods is to use a prime factor tree. In this lesson, we will focus on why prime factors are so important, where we use them, and how to use the calculator to save time finding them out. Here you can see an example of a prime factor tree. Prime factor trees are branches we use to separate numbers into their prime factors. From the number 72, we can break it down as we divide by 2, which is a prime number, to get 36, divide by 6 to get 6 and 6, and then we divide 6 into its prime numbers of 3 and 2 and 3 and 2. Here, as we have 3, 2, which are both prime numbers, we simply count how many 2's we have and count how many 3's we have. So we can write 72 equals 2 to the power of 3, as we have 3 2's, times 3 to the power of 2, as we have 2 3's. This is how you would write prime factors of any given number, and you must always check that each number you have at the end is not divisible by anything else other than itself and 1. Did you also know that you can use a calculator to write a number in the form of its prime factors? Let me show you how you do this on a calculator. So guys, here is the calculator, GCSE, standard one. Some of you may have the older version, but trust me, it still works the same. Same buttons, same everything. Say I have a number, 98, and I want to know the prime factors of 98. First, I press equals at the bottom, so I can see the number there. I then press shift, and here, this degrees button, for being factors, shift, fact, gives our number in its prime factors, 2 times 7 squared. If you're on a calculator paper, use a calculator, saves so much time, so much faff, and you definitely got it right if you've used it. So, calculator paper, always use your calculator to work them out, and yeah, that's how you do it. Now let's get back to the video. Once again, we have taken some exam questions from Maths Uni, link down below to go to the website. Feel free, have a go, pause the video and unpause once you use the prime factor trees to work out the answers, or if not, use your calculator. So, if we use our prime factor trees or our calculator, we've already done the question 1. We know 98 can be written as 2 times 7 squared. Question 2, writing 240 as a product of its prime factors. We use the tree and we get the answer 2 to the power of 4 times 3 times 5. Now, it's time we talk about highest common factors and lowest common multiples. A common factor is a factor that is shared between 2 or more numbers. For example, a common factor of 8 and 10 is 2, as 2 is in the factor of 8 and 2 is also a factor of 10. The highest common factor is found by finding all common factors of 2 numbers and selecting the largest one. A common multiple is a number that is a shared multiple of 2 or more numbers. For example, 24 is a common multiple of 8 and 12, as 24 is in the 8 times tables and 24 is in the 12 times tables. The lowest common multiple is found by listing the multiples of each number and circling all common multiples. The lowest one is the lowest common multiple. A way to work out your highest common factors and lowest common multiples in exams is to use Venn diagrams. A Venn diagram shows a relationship between different sets or categories of data. When we want to find the highest common factor, we multiply the numbers in the intersection of the Venn diagram, the middle of the circle here. When we want to find the lowest common multiple, we multiply all the numbers from all sections. In GCSEs, you will only be asked to use Venn diagrams to a maximum of 3 circles. The majority of the time, you'll only use Venn diagrams with 2 circles. Here are some more exam questions for you to practice on. Have a go, pause the video and unpause when you've done. In question 1, we are asked to write down the highest common factor of 648 and 540. If we use our Venn diagrams, in our intersection we should have 2 2's and 3 3's. When we times all these numbers together, we should get the answer of 108. Another way of doing this is by looking at our numbers and seeing that we have 2 to the power of 2, which is a common factor, and 3 to the power of 3, which is also a common factor. By using only these 2's, as this is also here, we know this must be our highest common factor, also giving us 108. In part B, we are asked to find the lowest common multiple of 648. Here, we have drawn out our Venn diagrams and we times everything together, giving us the answer of 2 cubed times 3 to the power of 4 times 5, giving us 3,240. In question 2, we are asked to write down the highest common factor of A and B. A is 2 squared times 3 times 5 squared, and B is 2 cubed times 3 squared times 7. If we draw our Venn diagrams, in our intersection we should have 2 squared, 3, giving us our grand answer of 12. Finding the lowest common multiple of A and B, we simply times 2 cubed times 3 squared times 5 squared times 7, giving us the answer of 12,600. Here now are the hardest questions you'll probably receive on highest common factors and lowest common multiples. Have a go, pause the video and unpause when you've done. I will write my explanations on the whiteboard so you can easily understand the process of getting the marks for these questions. The question asks us to find the highest common factor of 72, 90 and 126. We must first write out the prime factors of each number. 72, 2 cubed times 3 squared. Here I'm showing you how to use your calculator if you forgot. 90 equals 2 times 3 squared times 5. And 126 equals 2 times 3 squared times 7. Here we draw out our Venn diagrams for each number, and if we look at all numbers have common factors of 2 and 3 squared. So we write in the centre intercept 2, 3 and 3. This is our highest common factor, so we now write 2 times 3 times 3, which gets us to the answer of 18. To begin with, in question 2 we are told that our highest common factor with both numbers is 7 and our lowest common multiple of both numbers is 84. We must now work out our prime factors of 84, which equals 2 squared times 3 times 7. We draw out 2 Venn diagrams and we have 2 numbers, and we must separate our prime factors of 84 into the 2 Venn diagrams to show that we have 2 numbers. So we write 2, 2 in one, 7 in the middle, and in the end. A equals 2 times 7, which equals 28, and B equals 7 times 3, which equals 21. So our answer to the question is 21 and 28. And that is the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button, helps us out massively, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.